Alright lads, how are things? Welcome back. We're back for the Leopardstown Christmas Festival. I can't wait for it. I hope you guys can too. I'm going to be taking you through the 4 days of the action at my local course. Hopefully bringing you around, giving you a bit of a look-see inside. Plus 7 grade 1s of action over 4 days. Hopefully seeing Sam Crow, hopefully seeing Footpad. Today, it's early morning Stephen's Day. It's a fresh morning and Mengley Khan is running. And for now, I am running the Mengley Khan fan club. So I'll see you guys inside. I'll probably update you going towards the course. See you then. Runners in the pre-parade ring for our opener here. Got Henry de Bromhead's 2, dancing on my own exceeded brief there. Alright. Got Willie Mullins' French recruit here, Classical Dream. Should go well, one of my big hopes. Hopefully, 4th in a grade 1 in O'Toy last year. Should go very well.
Right, AB, we're 1 from 1 here. Well done, Paul. Just summarise the win for the lads in the YM group chat here.
Classical Dream, he's come there cantering. Paul Townend just pressed him on at the last hurdle. He's one going away by around 2.5 lengths. Looks a smart prospect, 4th in a grade 1 in France. Good horse, very good horse.
There he is, well done.
We've done well so far, 2 winners from 2. Now got this grade 3 juvenile hurdle. Could be a tricky one. Course Sublime here and Chief Justice re-opposing. The grey horse Las Liota, the Willie Mullins horse, seems to have been well backed. I'm a fan of Course Sublime though. I think he was unlucky at Ferryhouse last time out. Just got done out of it late doors by Chief Justice. Does have to improve, but I think he has the scope to do so, to be honest. He's a young improving horse and hopefully he can go well in this grade 3 juvenile. I'd also, I understand probably didn't get too much vlog content in tonight. I'm on the way home from the day 1 races. It was an interesting day. Leopardstown was very impressive, very good actually in the Racing Post Novice Chase, perhaps as a future over 2 miles. Perhaps he was just outstayed in the Drinmore, but you'd have to be disappointed with Mengley Khan. Obviously I was, because I was on him, but he was a bit of a big drifter, didn't run to form. Well, or did he run to form? I'm not so sure, you know, but didn't run to any sort of winning ability. And he was beaten by us and then with Voix de Rev, which is a bit of a concerning sign for him, especially going forward. That it was an interesting card, you know. I thought the 2 maiden hurdle winners, I think, probably would pay to watch them. Classical Dream for Willie Mullins, but more importantly City Island for Martin Brazel. Martin Brazel obviously doesn't have that many good horses, you know, doesn't have that many horses in general. City Island is a very good horse and one probably worth watching in the future. The handicaps, you know, it's hard to predict as per. And Exit Poe was a good winner of the bumper. He was ridden along 3 furlongs out. Looked like he was going backwards, but Finney Maguire managed to galvanise the tune out of him. He's probably a good prospect for novice hurdles over staying distances in the future. Morning lads, how are things? Day 2 here at the Leopardstown Christmas Festival. Hope you guys are all doing well. Early enough morning. I take you on this morning. Every morning I head down for the Racing Post, my local news agent. So it's a nice way of just getting out and obviously getting the post early doors and getting a bit of research done. Last minute research really, like I usually do it when the decks come out, but you know, just getting your overall views just correlated together. Today sees some intriguing matchups, to be honest. Footpad running against Great Field in the 2 miler. Really, it could be a very, very good race. Ballyosheen's thrown in there as well, Castle Grace Paddy as well. So it's by no means just a 2-horse race. Simply Ned always runs well in it as well. For me, I don't rarely say it, but it probably will be a watching brief. In the opener as well, I think is a great race. This little 3-year-old maiden hurdle with Sir Eric, a very high class horse on the flat, running against Chap Tap Tiger for Willie Mullins. Alright lads, how are things? An update for the end of day 2 here. Unfortunately the vlog content has been pretty bleak, I will admit. It's been very, very busy at Leopardstown and it is difficult to get stuff done. Footpad was beaten by Simply Ned. I thought Simply Ned would run a good race. Jeez, I couldn't see him beating Footpad though, especially over the last. Footpad seemed to just blow up on the run in. perhaps might improve for the run. He jumped a lot better. Great field, ran an alright race, but was beat when falling. Probably the performance of the day was in the novice hurdle actually. Aramon won very, very takingly. And also I was taken by the opening juvenile hurdle where Sir Eric just got the better of Tap Tap Tiger for Willie Mullins. Both of those will be very, very highly thought of juveniles, I suspect, for the year ahead. And I suppose a very sad note with Carlingford Lough passing away after his run in the Paddy Power Chase. He ran a gallant race, he passed horses. He was actually storming home at the finish to come, I think 12th in the end, out of the 20 that did finish, and he had a suspected heart attack after the race and was unfortunately put down, which is such a shame. He's been such a great horse. He's been a horse that I've seen an awful lot of. When I started going to Leopardstown, he was the one winning the Irish Gold Cups, and it's going to be very hard to not have him around, and I pass out my condolences. Bit of a sombre note on what otherwise was another cracking day. Morning all, how are things? Down for day 3 of the Leopardstown Christmas Festival, down for the Racing Post again this morning. And just a quick wrap up, I suppose, of what hopefully we're going to see today. Faugheen the Machine is back against Apples Jade. Probably Apples Jade surely has the edge on form, certainly currently, but Faugheen is a great horse in his own right, and you'd love to see some of that old sparkle back in the big race. You know, I said before, I'm probably going to have a few each way plays on Monolith and Disco at bigger prices. Favourites have a terrible record in this race, but it's a bit of a watching brief for me. Hopefully Road to Respect does run well and perhaps runs to form and wins the Savills Chase, I think it's called now. It used to be the Lexus. Anyway, apart from that though, there's a couple of good maiden hurdles in there as well, and a few very, very tricky handicaps, including the Pertemps qualifier. So hopefully it'll be a good day out, and Bacardi's hopefully can get his chase debut, or no, not his chase debut, but can win his first race over fences. I'm going all in on Bacardi's, hopefully with success. I'll see you guys later.
Winner Mark in the O'Driscoll O'Neill Insurance Brokers Leading Trainer Jockey Awards. Jockey side, Mark Walsh still leads the way.
Very, very
5 winners. John Kennedy is on 3, and Finian McGuire.
Leopardstown, one where I suppose, you know, I think a lot of people get caught up with the gambling part of horse racing and stuff like that, and people getting angry at people for burnt fingers and stuff like that, but today I think put quite a lot of in perspective for myself. I had 2 probably of my top 5 favourite horses in training. Both fall. Faugheen fell and it looked bad, but he got up thankfully, and Disco fell and he didn't get up, and that's I suppose just part of the game. You know, they'll just, you know, people will say that's racing, I understand that, but it never takes away from how saddening it feels. I was standing there, I was almost ended up backing the winner in the last, but that kind of meant nothing to me. Like I was almost leaving before the last race there after I saw Disco get carried away in the horse ambulance. It's just, I think we can put too much into it in terms of, you know, punting and, you know, oh, he won us this, he won us that, but Disco's a horse I just always loved. You know, those sort of all grey, he was pretty much white, you know, horses are something special. I've seen him down the line win so many good races, run in so many good races, and it's a saddening day. Carlingford Lough yesterday, Disco today. It's been a sombering couple of days, so hopefully tomorrow's a bit better, but it's a sad day 3 from Leopardstown. Morning guys, and welcome back to day 4 of the Leopardstown Festival. In a little bit better form this morning, and I suppose I've had time to reflect. I wrote an article about Disco, you know, made me actually feel a lot better. But anyway, what I didn't do was I didn't really reflect on what happened yesterday, just from a racing point of view. It wasn't great from my perspective. Obviously Bacardi fell and looked like he was going to come to win. Faugheen fell when he looked like he was about to make a race of it, and Monolith came second, and Disco fell in the big race. So Wasn't the best. We had the bumper winner and that was about it. You know, I'm taking one last stab. It's kind of do or die for me with Sam Crow today. So hopefully he can do the business. I think Delta Work will win the 3-mile novice, but I'll be probably dipping into the without the favourite market because he's very sure. I reckon in the handicap hurdle, the second last race, Gallant John Joe at 8-1 is where we're going to be making our money. Best of luck.
Castle Vaughan! Go on, Ruby! Go on, Ruby! Go on, Ruby! Go on, Ruby!
Is Castle Vaughan West. The colours of Mrs. Rose Boyd, Mrs. Mary Armstrong, and James Anderson, trained by Willie Mullins, and ridden to victory by Ruby Walsh. So well done to all the winning connections of Castle Vaughan West. Jamestown has stood for 1, 2, 3 for Jamestown, Portugal second, and Galway Low third. Well done to all the winning connections of Delta Work, Ruby Trainer, Gordon Elliott, and winning rider, Davy Russell.
David will make good time tire now, going to come into shot. David Mullins, big race rider yesterday aboard Kembo. Should be Limini's race to win. Here's the new Mullins recruit. Now this could be anything. Oh, of course on board, big scopy grey. Should be a good little mare's hurdle this, but Limini to win. Winner here of the Ryanair hurdle, it's Sharjah. Well done Paddy Mullins. Well done Paddy Mullins. Fair folks. You know, gotta take it on the chin when you can. Sharjah's done very well there. Off a snail's gallop though. Sam Crow just not good enough. Sam Crow. I think my champion hurdle bet is out the window at this stage. Sharjah, good winner of the Ryanair hurdle. This is beginning to come down for the final race here, the Leopardstown Christmas Festival. It's been a great 4 days of action, there they go. Meticulous there, seems to be the big fancy from the Joseph O'Brien yard. First time hood on today, obviously second to the extremely high class Malone Road at Punchestown last time out. He could be a top class prospect himself here. And I just get the feeling that hopefully this horse can do the business. Made Leinster, a big scopy sword, just cantering on the way down to the last at Leopardstown. For me personally, it was a hard festival to be honest, because I didn't really have much luck tipping wise, but out of the 7 grade ones, I picked kind of one winner, and that was the 8-15 favourite Delta Work. So I have to realise, I think what the last couple of days has put into perspective for me, that it's not always about the punting, it's about the experience. I've had a great 4 days seeing some top quality horses. Not all of them have won, but that being said, I've come away from the 4 days. You've got Apple's Jade, absolutely superb. You've got a new horse on the block, potentially for the Gold Cup in Kemboy. Sharjah was very impressive yesterday, even though the race was a bit falsely run. To pick out a horse that I think will slip under the radar this week, that I think should properly look out for if we could turn up good ground for the Cheltenham Festival, is Aramon. Because that novice hurdle, it probably wasn't the greatest of the grade ones in terms of quality wise, but it was one of the very few of them that was run at a proper pace. You know, it ended up being, I think, 4 seconds quicker than the Ryanair hurdle yesterday. So, and he quickened so impressively off the back of a really strong gallop set by Triplicate. And I just thought it was a very good performance and a very taking effort. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. If you did, please do give it a like and subscribe to the channel down below. And give me who was your most impressive and most disappointing effort throughout the whole 4 days. But as always, I hope you enjoyed. And until next time, best of luck.